Hey y'all, today we are doing a tutorial. We are going to talk about how to achieve flawless skin without cake face, pretty much. I didn't know how I was going to title this. I really still don't, but I wanted just to literally show you guys how I do my skin, skincare included, and how I get glowy, radiant skin that looks as skin-like as possible, but with great coverage. So I take you step by step through this routine. I'm gonna show you everything except for the eyes, eyebrows, and lips. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. If you're new here, I use only natural lighting. What you see is what you get. I don't want you guys to not see my skin. I don't want my skin to look better with lights. I don't want it to be filtered out. I want you to see my redness, I want you to see my pores, and I want you to see how I cover everything. So if you guys are interested, I hope you subscribe and click that bell, and let's hop in. So we all want flawless skin, right? I mean, that's everyone's goal, I think. No one wants crappy skin. Of course, no one's skin is flawless, let's get real, especially if you don't have Botox and filler and all of these things. But I just want to say it's almost, I hate to say that, but it's almost like we are after something that is so unattainable. But we can make our skin as healthy and hydrated as possible. So of course that's going to first start out with skincare. I'm just going to show you a few products. I already have them on. I've already cleansed my skin and all of that, but I want to show you what I'm currently using. And you guys know I am 100% pro vitamin C. I'm using the Ulla Henriksen Truth Serum right now. I think this is a wonderful, very wonderful vitamin C. I also think that you can get something like the Mad Hippie vitamin C serum, and it's just as good as this without this super high price tag. But you guys know vitamin C, awesome, awesome. And normally I would be using an AHA. I like to use an AHA in the fall and winter months because spring and summer I'm just outside too much. But my skin has been, the past 2 months, it's been very finicky, and an AHA is honestly just too much for me. So I had been using this for a few years now. This is the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Vital Power Infusion. This is a serum. I don't actually know if it is a serum, but that's what I think it is intended for. So I use this serum and I think it is absolutely wonderful. I have went without it and I think my skin is a lot clearer, a lot smoother with this. So I decided to try the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Vital Power Sleeping Gel, and I've had so many comments on how my skin is beautiful and smooth and glowy, and I'm pretty sure it is this. This is the addition that has just really amped up my skin. I do use this at night. I also use it during the day a lot. I will only use it once a day, but it doesn't really matter morning or night. It's a gel consistency, very light but very hydrating. And then I have also been using this. This is the Confidence in a Gel Lotion from It Cosmetics Hydro Plumping Skin Transforming Weightless Moisturizer. This packs a really good punch of hydration without weighing your skin down. It is very light, very gel-like, kind of a really dimethicone type of feeling, but this is beautiful, especially if you're doing your makeup. I think it works beautifully as a primer. So I love these, all of these. I really think especially these three, this one's newer into my routine, but especially the Bare Minerals, I'm telling you guys, it has made a huge difference. But you guys know taking care of your skin plays a huge part in how your skin's going to look with makeup. So we're gonna throw a primer on. Especially in winter, I want hydrated skin because I have normal skin. In the winter, it starts to get a little drier on me. So we're gonna use the Becca, let's see, First Light Priming Filter. I like this one, but I cannot use it all the time because it will start to break me out. but as long as I use it, you know, once a week, something like that, it's not bad. But I always want something to add a little bit of a glow, a little bit more hydration. You do what is best for your skin. You know what your skin needs. But I always like hydration. Hydration and glow are my main things. The more hydrated your skin is, the better everything is going to look. Now we are talking about smooth, flawless skin here. So I'm gonna bring in the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I do not use this all the time. When I really want my skin to look as poreless as possible, I will grab a pore filling primer. And this one really is a good one. I really like it. So I'm just going to fill in the pores right around this region. Right here is really bad for me. So I'm just gonna put this where I need it. I don't like to put too much. Oh, this zit is making me so angry. It was a bad one, but you know, that happens when Aunt Flo comes to visit. They're always around my mouth and chin area. It's always fun, you know, but they're so painful. Oh my gosh. Here we are going more on the flawless skin side. I want some more coverage. If you want to look really radiant and your skin to look as young, youthful as possible, I don't think you need a whole lot of coverage for that unless you do have, you know, a lot of acne, things like that. But today I want to add in some coverage. So I'm gonna mix the Milani Screen Queen. This is beautiful but does not have a whole lot of coverage. And I'm gonna mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. This one is more matte and it has a lot more coverage. So I'm gonna mix the two and try to get a perfect medium. I've scooted in quite a bit closer here so you guys can see all of my skin. And I'm just gonna put this on with my finger first, kind of spread it. Did you guys see that? I legit just dropped some. It's on my pants somewhere, but I don't really know where. Oh, this is it. I'm telling you guys. And like my skin, it seems as I'm getting older that my skin just does not heal like it once did. Now when I have a zit, I can get it there and I can get it to dry out really quickly, but then it leaves a scar. So that's fun. I'm gonna use a brush and then I'll probably smooth it out with a sponge like I normally do, but I want some pretty good coverage here, so I am gonna use a brush. This brush, I absolutely used to love it, like it was the only brush I used, and then I put it away for a while, got it back out and was like, yeah, I need to keep using this. This is the Collab foundation brush. It's, you know, from Sally's. It is so good. So good. It gives you the most coverage possible. And it's one of those that you can really just tap, tap, tap everything. I really like this brush. So your base really is all dependent on what foundation you want to use, the coverage that you want. You know, we always build stuff up, so I'm going to add another layer to the spots that I find make me uncomfortable, and that is where my redness is and my nose a lot of the time. But the main thing to flawless skin, in my opinion, is with your foundation, you want to just do light layers and then build it up as you want to build it up in the spots that you need to build it up. Like, you guys know I'm totally fine with cake face. If you want cake face, you do you. But you don't have to have cake face all over. You can absolutely just build where you need it and you won't look super overdone. You won't look cakey, you won't feel cakey. Just kind of put it where you need it. I see so many people and so many big YouTubers who do have amazing skin and they're caking foundation on when they do not have to. So it's like, why? What's the point? So I only put it where I need more coverage. Light layer all over and then build where it is needed. I had to go wet a sponge just to make sure that I am pushing this into the skin as best I can. And I think a wet sponge does do that best. So I'm just gonna run over everything one more time. So here is the foundation all done. I think that this is close to full coverage. Where I did add some of the Milani, it of course did take away a bit of the coverage, but I still think we're high, medium to low full, but it still looks overall glowy. Of course we have foundation on, but it looks as skin-like as it possibly can. I think a lot of people, especially big YouTubers, and I love a lot of big YouTubers, don't get me wrong, I do, I watch them constantly. But makeup on camera looks very different than makeup in real life. And most people don't go around with a full face or drag makeup, kind of like that type of makeup every day. We just don't. Special occasions, things like that, that's totally different. But flawless skin on a daily basis does not have to be 8 pounds of makeup. And I think that's kind of what I'm going for today. I want flawless skin, but I want it to look good in real life. So we're gonna put a bit of e.l.f. Camo Concealer on. This is the hydrating. And I'm not gonna put too much. I am so guilty of overdoing my concealer. I will be the first to tell you that. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on, blend it out with our sponge. This concealer is so beautiful, and if you don't want a super highlighted under eye, you do not have to do that. I do it both ways, honestly. Sometimes I want a really bright under eye, and I think it just makes me look more awake. Whereas other times, I want it to be really close to my foundation shade. Like the L'Oreal Age Perfect, it's really, really close to my foundation shade, so it's not brightening like this, but I like both. Oh, one other tip I can give you guys. Like I have a mirror kind of below right here, but it's far away. Always grab a mirror and look up close because it is seen very, very differently far away as it is up close. So just make sure everything's blended like you want it. You don't have any unblended spots or harsh lines, anything like that, because that does happen to me. Now, where I think a lot of people go wrong is powder. They put way too much powder on their skin. So I want to set the under eyes, but use not a lot. The under eyes I like pretty matte though, so it's not too much there, but it's the rest of the face. So let's go ahead and set these under eyes. I just kind of do this number, look up, lightly push some of the Urban Decay Velvetizer underneath my eyes. You guys know this is my holy grail, all-time favorite powder. You just have to use a very little bit, and it is so easy and makes everything look so poreless. I have something in my eyeball. And I'm gonna set around the mouth and my smile lines and the nose. My nose is always such a problem area. And just look how smooth that made everything. Just so smooth and poreless. I love it. The face is pretty well set on its own. So all I want to do is bring in a bit more hydration. So we're going to use the Bare Minerals hydrating powder. I love the Bare Minerals powders. The hydrating, the tinted, and the original. it almost brings a glow back to your skin. So I'm actually going to mix the hydrating and the original. So I have the hydrating and the original both in my cap. You can see the darker toned one is the hydrating and the more pinky toned one is the original. So I'm just gonna run my powder brush in here and just start pushing it around the skin. There are some powders that add a more skin-like glow, and that is what I like. If I have to use powder, that is. If I don't have to, I really don't use it most of the time. But with this combo, I'm not sure if it's gonna last like I want it to. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure it does last and set it. So here is what the overall complexion looks like with everything set. Really good, still has a really nice glow to it. It's not overdone, but it's really great coverage, enough to where I'm not going to feel uncomfortable with my redness. So I am going to go off camera. We are going to throw the rest of the face on, and I will be right back. So you guys see, we've definitely got some glow going on. Everything looks pretty cohesive. It doesn't look like heavy makeup. Now, to really get everything set into place and to make it look even more skin-like, we're gonna set it. And one of my favorites for that is Fix Plus. I love Fix Plus. I just do. I will never get away from Fix Plus. So we're going to throw on a little bit of this. This cucumber one is so good. And I hate how aggressive Fix Plus is, but it is so good that I don't care. I will totally let it spray me in the face. But I never have big, you know, droplets. But look at that. So flawless and beautiful. I love it. So I'm gonna go off camera, finish up really quickly, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I went super, super light with the eyes. I mean, like really light. I used the Nudes of New York. I went in with Creator up here, and then I just used this light shimmery shade, and that was it. Threw on some lashes, and the lip ended up being really bold. This is the Ulta Beauty Radiant Shine and Prom Queen, and yep, it's quite hard to apply. You guys know I don't really use lip liners, and this is very creamy and wow, hard to put on. But yeah, this is it. I think it's really beautiful, kind of understated, but will stand the test of time. I love it. I think you can have flawless skin without 85 steps and without a ton of makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, I hope you subscribe and click that bell. I also hope that I don't have lipstick on my teeth. If I do, I am sorry, but I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.